Yoo-hoo! Good morning, everybody. We're back again. Working right now. So I was on Tuck's page yesterday, reading some of the comments from the last video because I love to see what everybody says. And I saw something that bothered me. Some kid who clearly has no idea who the fuck I am or anything about me, had wrote, Jimmy Bags is definitely on bags because he's skinny and he's not the same. Like, alright, dude, obviously you're not one of my subscribers, or you would know that I've been living the sober life for almost 2 full months now. And the reason I'm skinny, I actually just threw out all the trash, but the reason I'm skinny is because in the morning I have coffee and a banana, and then somewhere in between lunch and breakfast I have an orange, and then for lunch I've been eating those salads from Wawa, the fucking super grains and the kale and quinoa, and then I eat whatever I want for dinner. I've also been a lot more active now that I'm not just slamming beers all the time and sitting around smoking pot and eating and playing video games. I've been out there doing shit and ripping down bikes and just going out and doing whatever. So that kind of bothered me, especially because I've been living the sober life and kind of prided myself on that. And like yesterday of all days, if I was going to drink and relapse, it would have been yesterday, you know, the anniversary of my pop's death and shit. So like I said, that bothered me. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, fuck that loser. He doesn't know shit, and that doesn't affect me. But I did want to address that because I don't want anybody to think I'm on fucking drugs because I lost some weight and being healthy and I'm not nearly as shot out because I don't have a fucking wet brain anymore. So yeah. And definitely if I seem like I'm acting any different, one, it's because the videos that me and Tuck have been doing aren't the same as the Urbex ones where I'm all hopped up on fucking adrenaline because I'm walking through a abandoned house with a floor that could cave in on me at any minute, seeing cool shit, you know? So that, like I said, that bothered me, but fuck them, you know what I mean? Fuck that guy. He don't know shit. So anyway, I'm on my way to Villas. I fixed this lady's system yesterday. And then she's an older gal, and she called me later and said that her printer wasn't working. Now, I did use her modem. I did hit the WPS button. It shouldn't have affected her printer, but I told her I'd come and fix it anyway. I don't have shit to do right now this morning so far. So I figured I will go and help her out and fix it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm on my way up there. I'm on the expressway right now. It's actually starting to warm up. You guys probably don't usually notice, but I usually have like a hoodie and then a thermal and then another and then a shirt over that and then possibly an undershirt. Today I'm just got a hoodie and a t-shirt, and this hoodie's going to be coming off soon. It's supposed to be 60s, so it's finally feeling like fucking spring, thank God. It was a long ass winter. Now I'm hoping that the riding season will be nice this year, and not real buggy, and just in general I think the summer's not going to be a real too buggy summer because we had such a long cold winter. Fingers crossed, because I don't know if you guys saw the video of me, Tuck, and Brad when we went and checked out that the Smith's farm the first time. Then you would see how crazy the fucking bugs get here in South Jersey, especially by the bay where we are. So now I'm headed down to Villas in Cape May. It's actually a really cool little city at the tip of Cape May, right before Cape May Point. It kind of has like a beachy Florida-y vibe to it. There's even a section of it called Miami Beach. So once I go and I fix this lady's shit, I'll give you guys like a little kind of small video tour. I mean, as best I can driving through it. I can't really do too much, but I'll show you how it's pretty fucking cool. I mean, there's a couple streets there where these people all have little private beaches in their backyards, and it seems really dope to live there. I'd imagine it's probably fairly expensive, but maybe not. Anyway, I'm heading down there, and I'm gonna stop filming now because I don't need any more tickets. So I will be back soon, guys. So I'm in Villas. I just helped that lady out with her printer. Now I'm going to show you a little bit about this area. It's pretty cool, like I said. Neighborhood, small little town. Bunch of little houses, all kinds of cool stuff. That, like I said, a lot of people have beaches right at their backyard. across the water from Delaware, actually. Pretty wacky looking colors too. A little purple house right there, lavender colored. Sorry about that, guys. I meant to show you more villas, but my buddy Ant called me to vent about his boss, who he hates and is about to quit working for. So by the time I got off the phone with him, I was well out of villas. I'll give you a better look at it next time I'm there, which is pretty often actually. So anyway, like I was saying before, the engine parts all came in yesterday. You guys saw me unbox them. So I think my brother said he's off today, so I'm going to give him a call in a little bit, maybe an hour or so. He's weird about the times he wakes up. Sometimes he's up early, usually he's not though. So I'm going to give him a call. I don't know if I guess I yelled out Rockport, New York when I was opening the box, when I pulled the cylinder out. I'm thinking I'm going to call the XR Bikenstein. And the reason I'm doing that is because these parts are all coming off other bikes from all across the country. None of the parts were new except for the carburetor. But even the carburetor came all the way from Chino, California. The cylinder and piston head came from Rockport, New York. The head came from Michigan, I want to say, or Minnesota. I think Michigan. I'll double check that. And I think the sprocket and chain are coming from Michigan. I ordered this morning the PJ1, or was it last night? I ordered the PJ1 primer and epoxy paint for the frame. I'm probably also going to use it for the tank, for the simple fact that, like I said, I'm balling on a budget, and I guess that's probably the best way to go. It's probably going to last the longest. I got to really figure out what I'm doing with the inside of that tank, because the gasoline in it was so old. It separated from the water, and like the gas portion of it was like gack, like goo. I washed out what I could. I'll probably hit it with a solvent and really blast it out and make sure that none of that shit's sitting in there. But I definitely need to do that. I don't want nothing gumming up any of the lines. So yeah, that's where I'm at with old Bikenstein. Hopefully my brother's got some time to help me slap the motor together tonight. I do need to look into the timing when I get home and really read up on it, because that's the only thing I'm not super familiar with. Making sure that's right, because any pre-detonation is going to leave my head looking like my last head, and with those big chunks out, that's the last thing I want is the grenade of, $150 head that I just bought, especially when I'm balling on a budget. So I also need to get fenders. I just remembered that. So once I get the fenders, I don't know, I think I'm gonna get new ones. Obviously, definitely gonna get new ones. They were white previously. I might just go with white again, or maybe I'll see if I can find some red ones. I'm gonna hit the seat up today. I'm gonna pull all the old bullshit off of it, and pull the old staples with probably bullhead dikes, and get all that shit out of there, or needle noses rather, because I'm gonna get that off and sand that to clean foam. And my brother's covered all his bike seats before. He's gonna help me do that, so that's cool. So yeah, I mean, after this, once I do the frame, and my sprocket probably be here today, my sprocket and chain. Once I do the frame and I know the bike's running, then I'll get the inner tubes and tires, and we got a running bike, folks. I'm hoping to have it done before I lose my license, or, be awesome to come home from court and slap the tires on and have a running bike, kind of sweeten that day a little bit, because it's going to suck. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. But I did also want to say, guys, that, life is definitely what you make it, for sure. I've been out here, working my ass off. I was running amok for years, but, I'm definitely moving in a positive direction. I'm being more productive. I'm being more active, I'm trying to live life a little bit more, outside of what I did for so many years. So it does feel good, you know. But you know, every day is a blessing, really. You know, sometimes I can't sleep and I'll stay up all night, especially in the summer, and I'll start to hear the birds chirping outside, know the sun's coming up, and I'll walk down and I'll watch the sunset. And you know, I like to do that because that's something we take for granted, and a lot of people won't have that luxury. A lot of people won't wake up tomorrow, you know, and that's a sad thought, that, you know, our days are definitely numbered and that we got to make the best of them. You know, and I'm not knocking anybody for partying, dude. Do what you do, you know. That's what you like for life. Awesome. I'm just happy to be out of that vicious cycle of self-destruction. So it's onward and upward, folks. And you know, I know that some of these videos kind of had a depressive tone with what I'm gonna be dealing with, but I don't want you guys to think I'm just some sad fuck. Like, I'm happy as fuck that I'm alive and I'm doing my thing and I'm good to fucking go, folks. So definitely my attitude's becoming more positive in general. I'm gonna, now that it's warming up, you know, I'm gonna start hitting up the bandos and stuff. I'll maybe do one this weekend, see if I can find one that I haven't been to, or you know, ones that maybe we visited with Tuck but not in depth, or whatever, you know, maybe revisit them and see if they've gotten any worse in the past year, being exposed to, you know, 4 nor'easters and all the other rough shit that's been hitting New Jersey, you know. So I definitely want you to know that there's going to be way more positive videos coming, and that it's not just, you know, my videos aren't just for sober folks either, you know. Just because I'm doing it don't mean you guys can do whatever the fuck you want, you know what I mean? Do I encourage it? Sure. Do I feel like my life is better since? I mean, debatable. Just because the situation I'm in. I definitely feel better. I've lost like 15, 20 pounds, because I'm not just sitting inside drinking, smoking pot, eating, and fucking guzzling beer anymore. So that's a nice feeling. Definitely look better, feel better. I used to have terrible stomach issues. I used to eat a fucking, you know, the big jar of Tums a month or every 2 weeks, depending on how crazy I was living. I haven't eaten, I maybe ate 2 Tums this entire month, which is unheard of for me. So it's definitely a cool feeling for sure. But yeah, so that's why I just wanted to kind of chime in with that. Like I said, I would definitely like to get back on the Urbex shit. It's supposed to be beautiful this weekend. Depending on how beautiful it is, I might even go sit my ass on the beach for a little bit, or feel how cold the water is. If the water's bearable, maybe I'll do a little surfing. I'll bring the GoPro out and I'll film that. You know what I mean? Trying to get into the positive swing of things and not feel bad for myself. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you guys to feel bad for me or anything like that. I'm doing me and I'm happy for it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to chime in with that. I'm driving on the Parkway right now, so this is a little bit on the reckless side. Not that it's crazy, you know, I'm paying attention and everything like that, but the state troopers are notoriously rough around here. I mean, they're still pulling people over for fucking seatbelt tickets, which I get it, click it and ticket, and they save lives and everything, but to go out of your way to pull somebody over for a seatbelt is just desperate to me. But hey, man, whatever floats your fucking boat, you know. I personally could never be a cop. Now, you know, a lot of them are serve and protect, but growing up, all the times that the cops have you know, set my life back. I've worked with plenty of them as an EMT, a lot of great dudes, but my run-ins with the cops were almost never positive. And that's just as much my fault, but, you know, even when I tried to be cooperative, and a lot of them were just assholes. So I can never personally do that job, just because I kind of grew up around, you know, with that, like, macho, tough guy shit of no snitching and running around doing hood rat shit. You know, living in Atlantic City, that was just kind of what we did. So yeah, so I could never be one, but God bless you if you are. You know, a lot of cops are good dudes, and they're out there simply doing it because they want to serve and protect, and I respect you for that, for sure. A lot of them are just dickheads and use their badges to harass people, which isn't cool, man. I understand that, you know, you might have to make a traffic stop here and there fill a quota if that's, you know, they claim there's no quotas, but if you're fucking pulling people over for seatbelt tickets, dude, there's gotta be something behind that, you know what I mean? But I ain't a hater, man. You know, live and let live is how I feel, and I feel like, you know, for a majority of them, that's just not something they do. Like I said, I ain't throwing no shade on police officers, you know what I mean? I worked with plenty of good dudes when I was in EMT that were really cool and looked out for us, but so yeah, that's where I'm at with that. But I'm gonna hop off this thing right now. I'm gonna run home real quick and use the bathroom, and then I think I might head out to Egg Harbor City. There's a couple jobs that need to be done out there, and also I'm probably gonna stop by and say what's up to Ant. He owes me a couple bucks for some shit I helped out with him. Helped him out with the other day with a yard sale he did. I was gonna film it, but I was just so busy moving shit that I didn't really have time to hold my camera up, and was constantly running around and doing shit for people at the yard sale. So yeah, I'm gonna head home, use the bathroom, then head out there, and I'll resume filming when I get back to that. What I do for lunch, I get like a salad or something, and come somewhere by water, the beach, wherever. And that's usually how I spend my lunch hour. Like I said, I've been eating these fucking salads and shit for lunch, and then I try to have whatever I want for dinner. But I'm trying to make healthier decisions, because I've abused my body for so long that I figured if I put good in now, maybe I'll get good out. Alright folks, I just walked in the crib. We got more bike parts, and I'm souped. So let's see what we got. I'm pretty sure this is the chain and sprocket set. That's my annoying ass bird. Don't pay them no minds. Let's see what we got, guys. Roller chain. Factory spec. Ugly as a motherfucker. Here she is. Alright, we got ourselves a chain, folks. Got ourselves a chain. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Sprocket. Big old fucking sprocket. And what else do we got? Where's my baby sprocket at? Ooh, we got ourselves a baby sprocket. And we're money, folks. I mean, that's really, other than the wheels and the seat covers and everything. Well, actually, that's really it. The wheels, seat cover, and the fenders, and the bike's fucking done. I'm waiting on the paint. Paint should be here in the next couple days. I'm actually probably going to head out there and sand the frame in a minute. I'm going to try and get that old fucking cylinder head. I mean, that old piston head off that piston and put the new fresh guy on there. That's probably going to be my first little project for today. And after I do that, we'll see how I feel about slapping the fucking engine together. So I'm pretty pumped. I don't know about you guys, but I'm stoking. So now I am going to work on getting that cylinder head off. I'm going to try and keep this thing rolling. But I'm not going to promise nothing. We will see, though. I'm stoked, guys. This is really keeping me going right now. Just the bike in general, and you guys loving the videos. That makes me really happy, honestly, because I do this for y'all just as much for myself. So I'm gonna stuff this down in the compartment, because if I lose that pin in this engine, I'm fucked royally. That means I gotta take the whole fucking thing apart. So I'm shoving these fuckers in here like it's my job. Because we cannot lose that pin. That is, my brother stressed that to me very deeply. I'm actually going to stop rolling for a second, folks, because I'm going to call that jerk off and see if he's coming by to help me out. If he is, cool, you guys will be able to meet my brother, who works on the bike with me, gave me the bike, actually. It's his first bike from when he was at, well, I guess it's technically his first bike from when he was a kid. So, boom, we got that thing all blocked out. And now I am going to learn I'm going to figure out how to fucking get this pin out. And then, bada bing, bada boom, we got a new piston head going on. So, give me a minute, I'm going to call my brother. So I got the little wrist pin out of the top of the piston. So I'm going to try and pound this little bitch out of here and see if we can get this one off. Here she comes. Bada bing, bada boom. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. God bless me. Keep pounding this. Alright, now I gotta get this one out of this. I don't know why the guy didn't just send it to me with it already out, but gotta do what I gotta do. You're not really supposed to reuse them if you can help it, but I don't really have a choice. Because this bike needs to get built. Ouch. Anything pointy and skinny get in this fucker with. How am I gonna get this little fucker out of here? How did I get it out of the other piston head so fucking easy? Because that thing's way wider. Alright, so this is being a pain in the ass, so I'll get back to you guys. Alright folks, so I got the piston head, the new piston head on. I got this all plugged up because what I'm doing now is cleaning up all this old gasket material that you see here off the side of this so that I can mate the new gasket properly. Once I'm done scraping it, once I'm done scraping this shit right here, all this black shit that's around this, I'm going to clean it up real good with sandpaper, get it down to some fresh metal. And then I am going to try and pop this cylinder back on here. So now I'm cleaning this old gasket off of the bike from the previous owner of this head. Probably should have did it before he sold it, but it is what it is. So I'm going to get the peel on this thing off as best I can. And then I'm going to sand it down to new metal. And she'll be right as rain pretty soon. So, got my work cut out for me. It's hard to film and do this at the same time. I'll see if I can. Alright, so I got about all cleaned up. Just hitting it one more time. Making sure everything's good. Then I'm going to hit it with the carb cleaner one more time. Blast all that shit out of there that might got caught in the holes outside. And I'll probably hit it with the sandpaper just to bring up some clean metal. And we're pretty much there as far as getting this thing ready for gaskets. I still got to do the other side on top of the engine as well, though. It's got some schmutz. Right, folks, I just finished building old Bikenstein's top end. Some compression. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. It's a little quiet. She's done. He did it. The fucking guys. So I'm all finished. Engines rebuilt. It was no easy task. My brother ended up coming and helping me for the last hour of it, which was cool. I really needed the extra hand with the timing and everything. So that was cool. It is holding compression. You can hear it. So that's always a great thing. All that's left is the painter. I'm going to buy a torque wrench tomorrow, make sure all the bolts are torqued properly. And then fenders, tires, put the new chain and sprocket on, and fluids, and fire that bitch up. I'm pumped, guys. I don't know. It might be running before I even lose my license, to be honest with you. So it's looking good, folks. Looking good. At this rate, I'll probably have the bike finished by next weekend if I'm lucky. I can't say for sure, but that's how it's looking. I gotta order fenders though, and I still gotta paint everything, and that's going to take me probably days to paint, just because I gotta be super careful about it. So that's where I'm at. But that's gonna be it for this video today. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go shower and probably relax, watch some Netflix. I've been watching this show called Fastest Car on Netflix, and it's a debate over if, you know, the best cars are built or bought, and it's like supercars versus sleepers that people built in their garage. Of course, I always root for the little guys with the cars they built in their garage. A lot of times they win, so it's always cool to watch. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. I wish I could have got more of the actual engine rebuild on video, but it's kind of a two-man job, so I could have probably set it up and time-lapsed it, but it would have been brutal, honestly. So thank you guys for everything, and I will see you tomorrow.